You don't need a £20,000 adventure bike and £400 premium tyres to have a great adventure. We've swiped a cool pair of affordable middleweight sport tourers, shod them in some CST tyres, and we're going to be heading up through the Peak District, tracking the Pennine Way into the Yorkshire Dales. So we've got Yamaha's Tracer 7 GT, a great affordable middleweight that everybody knows, everybody loves. And then we've also got CFMoto's 700 MT, a less established option, but still a really great bike that is capable of doing some big miles. Let's get to it. Joining me on this trip is Andy Bell, an experienced rider and former racer who's got the sports side of things covered. And I've done bags of touring, so between us we're the perfect pair to put these bikes and tyres through their paces. Pushing on into the Peak District, we were blessed with some perfect riding conditions. Glorious sunshine, great dry roads, we were having a whale of a time. Good morning, day 2 and it's raining. There are severe weather warnings in place and we're going to head up into the Dales where it's probably at its worst. But we're going to press on. Yeah, the plan this morning was to talk about the bikes and give you our first impressions, but instead of hanging around getting soaking wet through, we're going to press on and catch up later in the day. Things weren't so good in the Dales. With a month's rainfall in 24 hours, we had some pretty challenging conditions to contend with.
Is this what you had in mind when I said we'd be coming on an adventure to the Dales?
I expected a bit of moisture at times, but...
Yeah, mate, so we're an hour in, we've seen nothing but rain, but thankfully we got plenty of good sunshine.
Oh, a cracking day yesterday, yeah.
In the peaks.
Yeah.
Really great chance to see what the Tracer 7 GT and the CFMoto 700 MT were made of. All sorts of different roads, all sorts of different riding. Great chance to see the tyres in action. And actually, today, even in the rain, is a perfect opportunity to test the bikes.
Yeah,
this is British summertime. But the bikes, they're up for it. And they're similar, of course, but they do different things well. I think the Tracer is, in some ways, the standout. It's more expensive.
I took an instant shine to the Tracer, I have to admit, and there's been no secret to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So so it's what, £2,500 more expensive than the CFMoto at sort of 9.6. The CFMoto's 6.1.
So it's still sub 10 for the Tracer, sub 10k.
Yeah, sub 10k. So like we said in the intro, it is half the price of a £20,000 adventure bike that gets all the headlines, and it's a great tool for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
For solo travel, I think it's a lovely thing, and there's some nice bits that help make that easier, I think. So you've got your luggage as standard, haven't you, on the GT version. You've got the comfort seats, you've got an adjustable screen.
Yeah.
A bit of a shame we haven't got heated grips today.
No, the heated grips would be a bonus. Not so much yesterday, but today.
Yeah.
I would like to have seen a cruise control on it for, when you're covering motorway distances. But then you start adding more money to the bike.
And that's the thing, and then it would be over 10 grand, and I think that's, you don't necessarily need all that stuff.
They don't have to have it, no.
No, exactly. But the motor's plenty peppy. The brakes are good, not amazing, no. I don't think.
I found at times I wanted more from the brake. I wanted it to work hard. I didn't lack the feel. The feel was all right. I just wanted more braking power. But then with the softer springs you get on an adventure bike, it probably dived too much. So I
think so, yeah, because that front end is quite light anyway.
It's quite light, especially when you're on the gas, hit a cat's eye, or get a crosswind on an open stretch. It was a little bit light for me, but I worked around it, and it's just
exactly. I think that's the beautiful thing about testing two bikes back to back. You appreciate the different things about it, and that Tracer is fun. You wouldn't necessarily expect a middleweight sport tourer to be a load of fun, but that is a load of fun. That motor is well known, so the same stuff from MTA 7, Tenere 700, XSR 700.
Yeah,
it's done hundreds of thousands of miles.
Somebody that's wanting to get into adventure bikes or new to biking, they can get on the Tracer and have fun with it. It's agile, it's light. Like you say, with the clutch, it's easy to set off with, and you can be it's quite forgiving for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's a sort of sport tourer that'll tick all the boxes for not a fortune. There's not really much to dislike about it, I don't think.
No.
Whereas for the CFMoto, you were less impressed, let's say.
I was pleased not to spend as much time on it.
Yeah, sure.
If I'm honest. Yeah, it's a lot cheaper bike though.
It is, yeah. So it is 6.2 basically, which is a really good deal, I think, because it's gone everywhere and done everything that the Tracer has. Maybe not in quite a refined way.
No, not as polished.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I say, it did everything. Just to say, it's similar power.
Yeah.
Similar weight. It carried its weight a bit higher, I felt.
Yes.
So at times on trickier roads, turning the roads, whatever, I did feel that height difference in the weight.
Yeah. It feels heavier as well,
Yeah.
just because of that. But actually, there's more weight at the front.
More weight over the front, which I'm
makes it-
used to with previous bikes.
Yeah.
I like a bit more weight on the front.
Exactly, it makes it feel much more stable at speed, and you bank it over to a corner, and you can be assured that it's going to hold.
Yeah, definitely.
And obviously, it's a Chinese bike. Everyone's got their own opinions about that.
Yeah, it's changing.
Yeah, I think people are kind of
warming to it a bit
Yeah,
more,
they're realising that. And your phones are manufactured in China,
Yeah.
your clothes are manufactured in China. There's lots of stuff going on over there that you're happy to buy.
Yeah.
So why not a motorcycle in some ways? The CFMotos in particular are coming along a long way. They are better than they've ever been before, and they're getting better with every year. And yeah, that 700 MT is pretty good.
Yeah, it's done everything Yamaha's done,
Yeah,
but for £2.5 less.
exactly. And actually, there's some pretty tasty finance deals on the go at the moment. So I think you can lay down a deposit of about 1,500 quid, and then for £69 a month.
For a brand new bike.
For a brand new bike. Yeah. And there's more dealers than ever. So actually, KTM are involved in CFMoto. And own a big chunk of the share, and there's the skill sharing stuff going on. So in theory,
hard
it's
to find work should you need it.
exactly. It's only going to go one way. I think that's the way I see it. Yeah, I think let's get back out there, see a bit more of the Dales.
Yeah.
Likely a lot more rain.
I'm sure we'll see plenty of that.
Yeah.
The forecast is pretty horrendous for the day.
Yeah, exactly. So
But we're on bikes and we're on an adventure.
precisely. What more could you ask for, mate? So we've made it to Hawes, and it is still raining. The plan obviously was to go up Buttertubs Pass and then over to Town Hill, up in the hills, but we are not seeing a thing up there. So we're going to call it. We've learned all we can learn about these two pretty brilliant middleweight sport tourers. Yeah, they've been up to the task and managed pretty horrendous conditions today.
Yeah, we've had some dodgy roads, dodgy conditions.
Yeah, exactly.
But they've done it.
They've done it, exactly. And the tyres have done it, which is a probably even bigger surprise to me. I think people kind of know CST as being as manufacturing sort of cheap tyres for affordable learner bikes. But they make big tyres too. But they've kind of done everything we needed them to.
Yesterday in the dry, we pushed quite hard with them.
Yeah.
Today, doesn't matter what tyre you put on, it's...
Yeah, exactly. There is... The tyre is not the deciding factor when the weather's like this. It's the rider and having the confidence. And
We did push on still today, right?
Yeah, we were making nice progress. And they've really surprised me. So affordable bikes, affordable tyres, and an affordable adventure.
Yeah, and we've learned a lot.
We've learnt a lot, we've had a good time, but I think I'm just about ready to head home.
I was ready a little bit ago.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it.
Yeah. Right, mate, let's do it.
All right, let's have it.